Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Keep It Real. This is our episode 7 review of Begins Youth. And wow, we have a doozy of an episode with this one. And once again, it started off pretty slow again, and I didn't think we're going to have anything to talk about. These shows, what it gets you sometimes, it doesn't take you from beginning to the end. It gets you. It mows you all along. You're happy. It's nice and
it
like
plays you.
It plays you, and then it gets to the near the end, and it gets you like, oh, what's happening? But awesome episode. Let's go.
Crazy.
We'll go with the review first, and then we'll talk about our feelings of it because.
So much feelings.
Oh.
The episode 7 flashback focuses on Haru. He's in the phone booth talking to the police, reporting a fire that hasn't happened yet. How he knows, we're assuming that he got a text message because he keeps looking down, but we don't see anything but his face in this shot. And he basically just says, a fire's gonna happen. I don't know when, but it's gonna happen. And just then an explosion happens, and then he just runs off. And it's probably the shortest flashback scene that we've gotten so far.
But it doesn't answer anything.
Yeah.
It actually builds more intrigue and mystery.
Yeah. All we know is that someone's been contacting them with these unknown numbers, and we have yet to figure out what that means or who it is.
The episode starts with Haru and his family coming out of church, and I guess the minister says, "Hey, how are you doing? I heard you're recovering from your heart surgery." And Haru's like, "Heart surgery? What the hell?
I don't have a heart surgery."
And then he actually embarrasses his parents by saying, "Oh, I don't think my parents going to allow me to come here because I'm too sick to be coming to church," which is kind of wild because he's now getting some guts to talk back.
It's getting a little snarky.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah. I really like it.
On the way back in the... when they were driving back home, he's in the car texting with somebody, laughing it up, and just having a grand old time. And his mom says, "Who are you texting? Stop texting." He goes, "I'm texting my friend." In the last episode, Haru started texting a friend. We didn't know who it was, but my theory was, I think he's just texting himself. We find out later that I was right. I'm going to get to that in the end because that's when we both all of us learned it as well. So let's learn it together. Hosu passed out because of his narcolepsy again, and this time we don't see it happening. We just see the after effects. He wakes up in school. Hosu, right? They were talking about his fingers. He was all wrapped up with Band-Aids, and it didn't really make any sense because they never showed what was going on. He goes to the bathroom and started unraveling him, and he has no cuts. This episode is called Man in a Mirror. So Hosu was looking at himself in the mirror, and it was a different image. The mystery of Seiyan is trying to find out things about his mom. He's going around to bus terminals because he found that key in the last episode that he was talking about. The key, he knows that it opens
something with the number 8.
And
so
he's
thinking, trying anywhere possible.
He's tried 3 or 4 already.
He's tried more, I think.
No, we tried a lot because he's been crossing them out.
Yeah, we found out what that map was. It's basically locations where there's like either bus terminals with lockers, and he's visiting everyone like every night.
And
then just trying the key, and it hasn't worked.
The interesting thing about that is, what's his name? J-Ha is tracking Seiyan, which is...
And he's been doing that since... like the flashback, before the fire, which was kind of interesting.
It's like really weird that he's tracking him. But Juan went to visit the principal to ask him some questions about about Seiyan's mom, and
especially because he found the
cassette
tapes after that.
Because he wants to know, he's interested in what's going on as well, because there's some underlying thing going on with that principal. That principal is, once again, he's one creepy ass dude.
Always having a smile on his face.
Smiling. He's looking. Seiyan was coming to school, and he's turned to look at Seiyan walking in with the creepiest
staring at
smile in the world. Then they show a flashback of the principal looking at Seiyan's mom and touching her face. My theory is that I think the principal sexually assaulted the mother. And that was the incident, because he is pushing a lie about Seiyan's mom and Juan's father. Oh. After the party, Seiyan and Juan saw walking home together, and Seiyan asked Juan, "Can I come into your house?" It's strange, but then, he goes, "Oh, that's too much to ask. I'll go home. I'll talk to you later." But, Juan is like a nice guy. He's like,
"Come in.
Come on.
We'll have some ramen."
Yeah, they saw having ramen. But during the time that he was there, Seiyan actually went into the storage area and started rummaging through the stuff.
Snooping around.
He's trying to find some clues. Yeah. And what infuriated us is that we all know that Juan found some stuff, but he won't share it with Cian.
It was so annoying.
I have a theory why he's doing it, and it happens. There's a couple of things that's going on in this episode. I personally believe that Juan knows this stuff, and he's trying to protect Cian. Juan is, like I said about protecting, because this episode is also Juan is actually trying to protect Haru. They were in the container, and Haru was talking to a friend, a so-called friend.
Haru tells Juwon that his friend is someone that goes to Moonyeon Middle School and now Moonyeon High. Juwon ends up running into these guys because these are the guys that Dogun's younger brother was associated with, and they're like the bad kids.
They're the gang.
The gang.
The biker gang.
Yeah, the biker kids who like cause trouble. And he actually spotted them in the last episode, and one of them was wearing the coat that Haru said that he was going to give to this friend.
Yeah. Yep.
So Juwon assumes that this is the guy that Haru is talking to, and he's bad news.
Yeah.
He's in a gang.
Yeah.
And he does not want Haru to be associated with them.
Juwon meets up with Haru at a little convenience store, and he walks in and he starts talking to him and goes, "Where's your friend? You know, you shouldn't be hanging out with these guys. They're bad news." And then Haru sits there and starts waving at the window, and Juwon looks out the window and goes, "Is that your friend?" He goes, "We don't know what happens." We see later on because
Juwon goes and tells Dogun about it.
Yeah, he goes, our friend is in real
trouble.
He's in real trouble.
He needs some real help.
Because then they flash back to what happened, and the dude is just waving at himself.
His reflection.
His own reflection. He's just smiling away, waving at it. Juan went to the hideout to look for a clue because that was the second favorite place of where Cian's mom's supposed to be hiding this clue.
With his
father. I predicted that it was going to be in the piano in the hideout.
Juan was in there first looking at the piano, and he didn't find anything because out of the blue. Cian walks in and he sees Juan meddling around with the piano. He says, "What are you doing here?" And obviously Cian's, mind says, there's something up, obviously. So Juan leaves, and then Cian starts messing around with the piano. Then he has a flashback and remembers that if he hits the last two keys on the piano, a note falls out. He does it, a note falls out. He takes the note back to the piano school, and he reads it. And lo and behold, what does it say? It says, "Don't trust the principal."
Mr. Ju, who is the principal.
And like I was saying, that creepy guy, you can't trust him because there's something about him. If my theory is right, he sexually assaulted Cian's mom, and he probably brainwashed Juan's dad.
Oh no, he most definitely
doubt that.
He most definitely.
I don't think he's brainwashed. I think he's blackmailing him.
That could be it too.
I think the principal's blackmailing Juan's father because similar to what he's doing with Juan, giving him test answers so he can become this successful person. Juan's father's success is thanks to the principal.
Yes.
And he's like, well, now that you're trying to get a political career, I'll tell him you cheated all throughout high school, all throughout this. Yeah. And I think he's blackmailing him.
Yeah.
And it's really strange because Juan's father, every time he sees some people that he knows, he goes,
"I don't remember it."
And even the name, Juan actually mentions that to his father, the Cian's mom's name. He says, "I don't."
Joe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you know her? He's like, no, I don't know who she is.
Oh my god, this episode just blew my mind. Like I said, it was actually going along very slowly again, but then it gets you in the end. Wow, what happened?
Talk about a bombshell of an episode.
Yep.
This is not an episode you want to miss.
No, totally. This is just
it's a very crucial episode to the entire series.
The ending just got me.
Honestly, this episode was crazy. It was crazy to see a lot of our theories actually come true because we were like, oh my god, we were right. Yeah, we just don't. You don't never know if your theories are going to come true, and a good chunk of them have. We'll just have to see if any of our other theories come true.
The craziness if we still have more theories.
Yeah. Our theories are so insane too.
Shannon and I are coming up with what's going to happen at the end of the series theories, and we're going to keep that to ourselves. But
so much.
It's wild what we're coming up with.
I cannot wait to see what's going to happen in next episode. We haven't done this for an episode or two, but props to the actors, the director, and the writer of the show. It's honestly...
Yeah, we did that in the first episode, but now...
We gotta bring it back. Again. It's shocking.
Really good.
They're doing really well.
They're knocking out of the ballpark.
7 episodes in, it's still so good.
we got 5 more, huh?
We're basically
Five more.
we're
We're
more
on-
we
we're
are
on
more
the
than
home stretch.
we're more than halfway through the show, and it's still so very good.
Yep.
So far, it's even a series that is rewatchable because there's so many details that you miss here and there that you can rewatch it and say, "Oh, I missed that." But so far, so good.
Yep. Thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to go down below in the comments and tell us you thought about episode 7. While you're there, don't forget to hit that subscribe, hit that like button, share to others, and we'll see you guys next time. Have a good day.